What? What's spiky thing?
That's more authentic. Okay, folks, what we're going to do right now is called company drill. This basic formation that you see right here is the way that a soldier in the American Civil War fought. Very intelligent. You just got on a big line and marched across the field and let people shoot at you. This is based on Napoleonic tactics from the late 18th and early 19th century. Unfortunately, by the time of the Civil War, the rifle musket had come along, the weapons were a lot more lethal and accurate, but they still used this basic fighting formation. This is a small group of men. Back in the day, early war is what we're representing here, there would be 100 men in this company. So you might have two ranks, front and rear, of 50 guys. To take them out and train them, this is a position that they fought out of 99% of the time. They had to learn how to move and maneuver. If they're marching along this way and the enemy popped up over here, they couldn't all just turn and shoot, because only the guys on the far right would be left alive. They'd kill everybody to their left. So my job is to teach them how to change this basic front to where they can deliver their field of fire from several different positions. And these fellas trained with this nonstop. If you've seen the documentaries, Ken Burns, they talk about soldiers drilling. We get up in the morning and we drill. Then we drill real good. Then we drill. Then we got something to do. We got tired of drill, so we went out and drilled. For you kids, it's like a fire drill at your school. You have a fire drill, you get up, you leave the room, you know how to get out of the building and go to a safe spot. Most of the time there's not a fire. But if you never did that fire drill and there was a fire, everybody would panic. Everybody would go running in different directions. People would get hurt. My job with them is when the enemy pops up, they're the fire. 99% of the time all they're going to do is drill. Most Civil War soldiers spent 90% of their time in camp not fighting. But for that other 10% of the time, they trained them so that when the real thing came, they just reacted. So we're blessed with this being early war, because if they screw up, that's what they did early in the war. Now if you come back here 3 years from now and they screw up, I'm not doing my job. So this is company drill. Front rank and your rear rank. Each set of men is a file. And they each have a number. It's amazing that they only have to count to 2, and sometimes they can't do that. But depending on what your number is, determine what you did during the drill. So I'm going to count them off for you. Attention, company. In each rank, count 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Shoulder, arm. Now if I leave them holding that rifle for a long period of time, that rifle weighs about 12 pounds. Unless you get silences here, it's made of balsa wood, it weighs about 2. It gets heavy. So you'll see they'll move their rifles back and forth. That wasn't anything military, that was just to shift the weight. Because if you had to march 20 miles, a good officer would keep moving that rifle. Support, arm. Support. Don't worry, it's 61. So now their trigger guard's resting in the shoulder. They can carry it. If we march like this for a while, I might say, rest. They can come up, grab the rifle, take a little bit of the weight off. Attention! shoulder, arms. So far I've done everything on the left. Now I want to get the rifle off their left arm, put the weight on the right. Right shoulder, shift, arm. Hammer should be resting on your shoulder. See how the rifles are almost straight up and down? That's so when they turn, you don't get a, what do they call it, a 9-10 split to take out everybody that's around them. Because I may want to turn them. In 2 ranks. Right, face. 2 ranks. Front. In 2 ranks. Right, face. Front. Now if I've got my 100-man company here, I need to take them 10 miles down the road, and if I just go in 2 ranks, my company's that long. But if I want to shorten it up, I'll put them in 4. Now if you're a 1, the ones on this, if they're paying attention, simple time. You watch the 2s, step up, between the 1. Go into 4 files, and it shortens my line. Right, face. Front. Right, face. Front. Now all this moving around, guys separate, they move away from each other. It's not a big deal with 20 men. If you've got 100 men, it causes problems. So you'll hear me say, right, press. See how they're moving back in or making contact, because you want that solid mass of men to mash your fire. They look to their right until I say front, shoulder, arm. Let's say I want to go in this direction. See, I'm pausing here to give them time to think. You do just the opposite. The 2s just turn and a 1 step up. The 2s just turn and 1 step up. Left, face. Front. Oh, you're right. Front again. You're 1 guy. That's all you do. Left, face. Front. Now I'm going to move them out into the field. Normally you would have a giant field that you could maneuver in, so I got to be on my game today. I don't want to run them into a tree or a wall or into the library. But what you'll be seeing is when I change their direction, it's all eventually to redirect their front so they can fire. Right, face. Forward, mark. March along, the enemy's in front. March over the other line. Really? Yeah, they don't have it.